Hello, my fellow individuals. I'm Mr. Mini Maskman here, and today I'm going to play some Magic the Gathering with an old friend of mine right here. Right now, as you can tell, recording through this on Skype, and we're just going to play maybe one match or two for recording, and then, depending how it goes, we'll keep playing mini games. But this is just a test run to see how this goes. You won't be able to hear audio from his side, so I'm going to try to, I guess, narrate from his side and see how that goes. I don't know how complex it'll be, but knowing his decks, it'll be a mouthful. So, alright. I am playing with, right now I'm playing with this mono black Eldrazi deck. And my friend here is playing, what are you playing with, Wilson? He's playing with his blue-green deck. Sort of an elf deck. And if I recall, is it still a milling deck, Wilson? Okay, he says it's a kind of a mixed milling elf blue-green deck, but alrighty. And then he has the life points there, so you can track. And let me check if let me draw my card to see if it's like. I'm gonna take a chance with this. Alright. You can go first, actually. Alright. Hang on, I gotta get my dice here, just in case. And alright. So he plays a land. What was it? Thornwood Falls. Enters tapped and you gain the life. Okay, so now it's my turn. I draw a card. One swamp and I pass. Okay, so he taps for 2 land for Ludovest Test Subject, and what does that do? So it's a 0/3 defender, and you can pay 2 mana, you said? Okay, 2 mana to give it some counter. Hash from counter. Okay, so if it gets 5 or more counters, it can transform that creature into a 13/13 trample creature. So I gotta get rid of that soon. And he passes his turn, so it is my turn. Draw another swamp, and I pass. Alright, he taps 2 land to give it 1 counter. So, 4 more counters to go. Huh. Alright, so now he passes, it's my turn. I draw another swamp, and I need some cards like right now, so I pass. I'm not doing much. Pays 4 land to give it 2 counters. So now 2 more counters to go for it to become a 13/13 trample. Oh god. And he passes his turn. So I draw. It's a good card in my hand, but I can't cast it sadly. 1 swamp, and let's see what's the best initiative here. me think. Well, first let me just tap 4 mana for Diabolic Tutor. I get to search my library for a card and put that card in my hand, then shuffle my library. So let me take a look. See what's, I need to do something now, so what's a good, what is a good, option I can do? Okay, I think I might have to end up doing this, so I'll take this one. Take 1 card to my hand, start shuffling my library, and I'm gonna pass this turn. Oh god. He pays the last 4 mana for the last 2 counters, and now he's transforming into that 13/13 trample creature. Oh boy. Oh god. And he swings for 13 and I have no response to that, so I take the 13 damage. Just like that. Draw. Okay, 1 swamp. Let's see, do I have enough? Ah, jeez, that's not enough mana. Oh,
not enough mana.
I have. Jeez. This could have helped, but. Damn, that's not enough. Okay, I'm tapping 3. For Mind Rot, target player discards 2 cards. I choose myself. So I am discarding Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, and Pathracer of Ulamog. And I only have 2 mana floating, but that's not enough for what I need to do here.
Not enough mana.
So I pass. I think this is game, as Wilson says. Because I have no way to respond to that, to be honest. I have no counter, not in this deck at least, so. Okay, another Thornwood Falls, gains a life. And it's up to you how you want to do this. You might as well cast some other things, he says. And 4/4 is Planewalker Kiora, the Crashing Waves, right? Okay, yeah. Because why not? Okay, he's using a Reminder Swan ability. Okay. And he swings me for 13 and I'm dead.
Fatality.
So that's game. Yeah, that was a quick game, so I died very quickly. I couldn't do what I needed to do. So here's what I had in my hand. I had Hand of Emrakul. I have Tempt with Immortality because I wanted to. I had Ulamog in my hand. I wanted to send it in the grave and immediately just get it to the field. Because it was indestructible, I could have blocked it, even though I could have taken 3 life every time because of the trample. But oh, you You had Turn to Frog. God dang. I forgot you had, how many? You have 2 or 3 of those in that deck. God, he has 2 Turn to Frogs and 1 Polymorphous Jest in that deck, so I forgot about his frustrating frog counters. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen those cards. But I had Buried Alive, which I could have searched my library for 3 creatures and just put them in the grave, which obviously you know which ones I would have chosen. The 2 Eldrazi Titans and Breaker of Armies. The usual combo, just to swing with Breaker of Armies to automatically block him, and then you take 2 from Kozilek and Ulamog. And then I'm waiting to get the Emrakul in this deck, but right now I'm trying to pay off a few things first before I can move on to get more MTG cards. What? Yep, that was game 1. Alrighty, so he has won 1 game. Did you really? You got that card for free. How? Wow. So you ordered? You had cards ordered, and that one was just in there for no reason. They completely forgot. Wow. It's a pretty good card if it's... Depending what kind of decks it goes, obviously somebody can easily just destroy it or clear the board with it. But... yeah, it can easily be killed. It's just this deck just is not that kind of deck, so... I did not expect that creature. So quick. Alright, so that's... Yeah, he knows my Eldrazi deck way too well, so he knew he kind of had to just focus on that one creature to just in case for those powerful Eldrazi's I was going to cast. Well, now I'm going to switch my deck, and this will be game 2. Let's see. Put this one back. Okay, Wilson says he'll stick with the same deck. Hang on. I'm trying to see what deck I could use. Okay, let's use this one up. Let's use this deck. I will be using my Sub-Zero deck. I'll put Tranquil Cove, enters tapped, I gain a life, and I pass. Okay, he passes, he puts in the Guildgate on the field, I draw, I put in Azorius Guildgate on the field, and I pass. Okay. Yep, not much happening. Plays land and he passes. My turn, I draw another Azorius Guildgate, enters tapped. Let's see. And I can't do anything yet, so I pass as well. Okay, so he has used 3 mana to cast Trigun Predator. It's a 2/3 creature, you said? With flying? Okay, so it's a 2/3 flyer, and whenever it deals combat damage to me, he gets to destroy target enchantment or artifact. Oh, I see what you're gonna do. And I believe he passes his turn. Okay. I think I know what you're gonna try to do there. Alrighty, 1 planes. Tap 3 for Wall of Frost. A 0/7 defender wall. And whenever it blocks a creature, the creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Even though it won't block that flyer, but something to put there. And I pass my turn. Okay. I take 2. Nah. Okay, what was that card again? Okay. He tapped 1. Or is that 1 or 2 mana? Okay, 1 mana for 1 with nature. He enchanted that creature, and whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to the player, me in this case, he gets to search for a land for, search his library for a basic land and put it on the field tap and shuffle his library. Okay, can't do anything else, so he passes. So it's my turn. I draw. Another Azorius Guildgate enters tapped. Let's see. I have 4 mana. Let's see, what could I do? What's the best move here? You know what? I'm actually gonna pass. Okay, I take 2 again. Okay. Searching for another basic land. He's tapping for 4 mana. Ivyland Denizen, 2/3. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under his control, he gets to put a +1/+1 counter on another creature. Oh, another green creature. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Draw. gonna pass this turn again. And before you do anything, I'm actually gonna tap 3 mana for, where are you? Frost Breath. Tap up to 2 target creatures, and those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. Okay. Okay, so you paid 4 mana for, what was the name of the card? Master Biomancer. 2/4. Okay. Okay, so whenever another creature enters the battlefield under its control, while that's on the field, it gets an additional +1/+1 counter equal to the power of Master Biomancer. Plus, it's a mutant in addition to its type, its other type. Okay, so because that creature's a blue-green creature, it triggers Eileen's ability. Trigger that ability to give a +1/+1 counter to any other creature, and he chooses Master Biomancer. So now it is a 3/5. Okay, pays another mana. Heritage Druid. Okay. So it triggers again her ability. He's going to give him another +1/+1 counter since that one's another green creature. So now he is a 4/6. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So 4. Alright, so because of my Master Biomancer's ability, that was a green creature that just entered, so it gets the counters, +1/+1 counters equal to Master Biomancer's power. And in this case it was 3 counters. So it got 3 counters and it's a 4/4 now. And it's a mutant in addition to its type, and its ability is to, how much mana? Okay, so the ability is for that creature is he gets to tap 3, untap 3 elves to get 3 additional green mana. Okay, and he passes his turn. So I draw. This is an interesting hand. I think I could do something here. I'm gonna tap 5 mana for Azer's Electors. He's a 3/5. At the beginning of my upkeep, I put a filibuster counter on him. And once he has 5 or more filibuster counters on him, I win the game. But whenever a source deals damage to me, I remove that filibuster counter from Azer's Electors. And I pass. Yeah, no, not yet. Thornwood Falls enters, he gains a life. tapping 4 mana. Phantom Mage. Okay. And also Master Biomancers, right? Okay. Wow. Alrighty. So the creature, this ability that he just entered is that every time it gets a +1/+1 counter, he gets to draw a card. And because of Ivyline's ability, they gain a counter, and because of Master Biomancer's ability, again, gain an additional 3 counters. So 4 counters total, which means he gets to draw 4 cards. And what's the power toughness of that creature now because of those counters? Now, okay, now it's a 5/5. So, So he's tapping those 3 elves to gain 3 green mana, thanks to that creature's ability. Okay, so 1 island, so that's 4 mana he's using. World of Holeclave he just casted. Okay, and the other land for Sage of Hours. So, Master Biomancer gets another counter. Okay, so the first one comes in with 5 counters, and then Sage of Hours, because it came afterwards, gains 6 counters. Okay, so what he just did was with Sage of Hours' ability is that every time he casts a spell that targets it, he gets to add a +1/+1 counter. And every time he removes 5 counters, he gets to take an extra turn. And because he added 6 counters already, he already took 5 counters out of it. And now he has an extra turn. And the other creature's ability was that every time he pays a Bleeding Groot blue and green mana, he gets to tap it to double the counters on target creature, artifact, or land. Yep. Here we go. His extra turn right now. Plays an island. Mana he's tapping. Jace Beleren, of course, his Planeswalker. He's using phase 2 ability. Each player draws a card. Okay. Phase 2 more mana. What was it? Liquid metal what? Coating, okay. Artifact. Okay, gonna... Interesting, okay, so he just tapped that card. His ability is whenever he taps that artifact, he gets to choose target permanent, right? Target permanent to be an artifact in addition to its type. So he chose Jace Beleren to be an artifact. So now it's an artifact planeswalker. So he paid the other 2 mana for World of Holclave's ability, so he tapped it to choose target artifact, creature, or land. In this case he chose Jace Beleren for because it's an artifact now, and he doubled his counters. Yeah. So now it has 10 already. What's his? How many you need for his ultimate? He needs exactly 10 to use Jace's ultimate. So, okay, this is gonna be interesting. I am in a pretty tight spot. Tapping 3 elves for the green mana, 3 green mana. Yeah. What was the card again? Azir Renegade Leader. So it's a green creature, so he's triggering Ivylene's ability. Okay, so he's choosing Phantom Mage. I guess draw a card. Okay, and she gains 6 counters because of Master Pyromancer's ability. Series an 8/8 now. Okay, so it has 2 abilities. He gets to pay 1 green mana to regenerate target elf, or he gets to pay 3 green mana, 2 colorless, so 5 total, for all elves to gain +3/+3 and trample until end of turn. Yeah, my wall's a 0/7, and my Azer's Elector's at 3/5. Okay, so I have to take 2, it's a flyer, so I take 2 damage. Yeah, no artifact or enchantment yet. It's getting another basic land now, thanks to its ability, or the enchantments. And he's shuffling a lot. So he pays 1 mana for Shine's Short Stalker. So 1/1 on block. Oh, Triton Short Stalker. 1/1 you said? Okay, 1. Oh, so it's a 1/1 unblockable because of Master Biomancer's ability. It gains now 6 counters, so now it's a 7/7 unblockable. Oh god. And now he finally ends his turn. I untap, and you know, cause why not? My Acer's Lectors gains his filibuster counter. Yeah. And I draw. Let's see. Could put this back. It's kind of difficult. There is. Everything's a threat in its own way. So it's hard to choose which one to I don't know which one to choose. If I have a bunch of mana, I could have done a few things. Not a lot, but just a few. Yeah, but for all of that, I don't think 5 mana's enough. Unless I had a... Unless I have a specific card, but it's not on my hand. I can only do one thing that can help me for 1 turn only. That's about it. Now the question, okay, what is Jace's -10 ability? Alright, so -10 ability, I get to put the top 20 cards from the top of my library to the grave. Huh. Jeez, which one? I don't know. I don't know. I could prevent one thing the following turn, but that'll happen. But Jace's ability would happen. I can only do, according to my hand, I can only do 2 different scenarios here. That'll maybe help me out just for 1 turn. Yeah, let's do. I am in a tight spot, so I'm gonna do this scenario. I'm tapping 5 for my Planeswalker Gideon Jura, and I'm going to use his +2 ability, so he's up to 8, if I can get it there. Or wait, let me see, is there... No, it's already too late. Yeah, there's too many cards for me to choose which to get rid of. There's just... everything's a threat, so... I'm just gonna do this, I guess. Yeah, I'll stick with his +2. So during target opponent's next turn, creatures that player controls attacks Gideon Jura if able to. Yeah, that's... sadly, that's all I can do, so I pass. Draws a card. Alright, he's using Jace's ultimate -10, so now I have to discard the top 20. So 1, my Oath of Jace. 2 is the Plains. 3, another land. 4, my Kraken. 5, land. 6, a Shinobi. 7, oh damn it, my Render's silent. That could have been useful. Oh, 7. Okay, 8. Banish a Priest. 9. Plains. 10. Pacifism. 6. Wall of Frost. 7. Frost Breath. 8. Wait. Okay, I lost track. Let me just recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 cards so far. 13 was Azorius Charm. 14 land. 15 another Azer's Electors. 16 lands. 17. That was the one I need, a Supreme Verdict. Now it's gone. It's could have destroyed all creatures, but that's gone. That was 17. Okay, 18. My other Planeswalker, Adventurous Sojourner. 19. Another Render Silent, and 20 land. Okay. Oh, that's gone in the grave. I really needed that Supreme Verdict. Oh shoot. So you tap 2 to tap World of Hookclave to double the counters of Master Biomancer. So now from 4 to 8 total. Tapping 4 mana. For Clever it's a Clever Impersonator. Yep. So yeah, and as you may know, it's like Clone but even better. So he gets to enter the battlefield and gets a copy of any non-land permanent that's on the field. And he's choosing Sage of Hours, and I think I know what you're doing. So yeah, so because of that, he chose it to copy Sage of Hours. And because of Master Biomancer's ability, it gets to enter field with its Master Biomancer's power, which is 10. And he's removing all 10 counters to get 2 extra turns. And do you well, you have to attack Gideon Jura. Unless you have something else to do. Okay, so he's paying, or I'm sorry, wait, what are you doing? You're tapping 3 mana? Oh, 3 elves? Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at. So he taps 3 elves for that 3 extra green mana. So he's tapping. Okay, so he's using that 3 mana plus 2 more land for 5 mana total. For Asceticism. Alright, so because of Asceticism, it's an enchantment that basically all of his creatures have Hexproof. It can't be the target of any of my spells, any opponent's spells. And he gets to pay 2 mana to regenerate any target creature. It's great. Okay, so because of Gideon's ability, everybody has to swing on Gideon. And I assume that's a power total of more than 8. So, way over 8. So Gideon is dead. Well, okay. Okay, let me see. Which creatures? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what's the... How many creatures are you swinging? What's Sage of Hours power and toughness? 1-1. Okay. Yeah, because you have another Sage. But I might as well kill something, so I'll block Sage of Hours for Phasers, Electors. Or Electors, that's Elocutors, that's the name. But and the what's okay, you have 4 other creatures swinging, right? Any of them have a power less than 7? Yeah, so I can't block that creature, I can't block the unblockable, I can't block the flyer. So you got the other 2 creatures, what are their power of each creature for those 2? Yeah. Flying. So yeah, no matter what, it's gonna die. So I'm not even gonna... Honestly, I'm not even gonna... Well, wait. I mean, I am in a tight spot. A very tight spot. But it won't matter, so you know what, I'm gonna let the rest attack Gideon Jura, since it's gonna die anyways. Oh. Okay, so it's using that artifact to tap it to actually turn my Wall of Frost into an artifact, and because of that flying creature's ability, or I guess, it's combat damage to me, or... Well, it says to a player, okay, yeah, and Planewalkers count as a player. So because it did damage to Gideon, and my Wall of Frost now is an artifact, because of that flying creature's ability, it gets to destroy target artifact. In this case, my Wall of Frost is gone anyways. Because why not? And that's it. Now he's taking his... Is this your first extra turn? His first extra turn out of 2. So now he starts his first extra turn. Well, I just kind of sit here and watch. Because I'm tapped out of mana, so I can't reply. Yeah. Yeah. So he's tapping to double the counters on Phantom Mage. So he puts 5 more, so now he's able to draw 5 more cards. Yes, I think I'm dead, because if you swing with everyone, even if I just block 1, I mean, it's up to you. You can kill me now, or take that other extra turn, just to see how it goes. He plays an island, just because. Power toughness on my Azer's Elocutors is 3-5. And because why not, he uses Turn to Frog. So now it's just a 1/1 frog with no abilities. Hooray! Three more mana. Let's tap it. For Archmage Ascension. And what did that do again? Okay, so basically, at the beginning of his end step, if he has drew 2 or more cards, he gets to put a quest counter on it. Once it has 7 or more, instead of drawing a card, he can just search for a card if able to. Oh, 6 or more, those quest counters. And basically, he can search any card that he wants during his draw step. Okay, he's tapping 1 for Worldly Tutor. Okay, so he's gonna. Alright, so he's gonna search for a creature, reveal and put on top of his library after he finished shuffling, of course. Let's see what he will decide to get. During, I don't know, this is still his first extra turn, so. Wow. Oh jeez. What was the card's name again? Immaculate Magistrate. Eh. Oh, Magistrate. Yeah. Oh boy. He just told me what he's gonna do in this so-called second extra turn. Tapping 3 elves to gain that 3 green mana. To cast Worlds of Wildling. Okay, so he gets to pay 1 mana? Yeah, 1 mana. For during his draw step, he can choose not to draw and instead put a 2/2 bear token on the field, which will trigger Eyeblink Denizen, and just a bunch of triggers will trigger to Master Byronser, and you know how that's gonna go. So we might witness that in a bit. Yeah, my life's at 15. Okay. Okay, so I have to take 9 damage because he's swinging with some 7/7 unblockable and his 2/3 flyer. And he might as well tap that artifact to turn my so-called 1/1 frog into a 1/1 artifact frog. So he can easily destroy thanks to this flying creature's ability. So now this is also gone. Because why not? And he gets to search for a land. It never ends. Yeah. Oh. So, nah, I'm dead anyways. He was going to, he had the card that creature that he chose, he was, during the next extra turn, he was going to use that card and somehow pull a combo of infinite, was it infinite extra turns, or infinite extra turns, and so basically every turn, thanks to that creature's ability, he gets to just, what was it? Tap it, or? Oh. Okay, so basically what that creature does, when he taps it, he gets to put, any counters, 1/1 counters on any target creature by basing on the number of elves he has on the field. And in this case, he has way more than 5 elves. So, oh, okay, so he had 4 elves, and that creature that he was going to cast would be the 5th. So basically, he was going to give that 5 counters to his copied Sage of Hours. And because it has 5 counters, he was just going to remove the 5 counters and take that extra turn. And basically, when he starts that extra turn, guess what? He's going to do it again. And guess what? After that, he's going to do it again. And again. And again. So, but because he accidentally did the other ability where he gets to search for a land instead, now that card is going to get shuffled. So he won't be able to pull that ability, so he completely forgot. Yeah. So he's tapping 5 mana. And he's... okay, and he plays the land because he forgot. Tamiyo the Moon Sage. I got that card. I have that card on this deck actually, but yeah, he pulled it first. Okay. And he's gonna double the counters because he's turning her now into an artifact. And he's gonna use the -8 ability, which I think if I recall, yeah, he gets an emblem. No maximum hand size, and basically every card that goes to the grave, he can just put it back in his hand. So basically, which is yes. So he's just gonna start recycling from this point on. And even if I destroy his cards, so what? He's gonna put it back in his hand, like nothing happened. And I am dead. So during this second extra step, he is swinging. I guess just swinging all out on me, or just as unblockable. Just the unblockable on the flyer, and I definitely lose way more than 6 life, and that is game.
Fatality.
Yeah, he could have ended it the first extra turn, but he wanted to humor me to do something even worse. But like, yeah, but he messed up his own combo. So the one that I just told you about, the whole infinite turn. Scary combo to deal with. And throughout this whole game, I only went like around 5 or 6 turns, and it lasted for 40 something minutes. So, yep, because of his so-called long chain of Yu-Gi-Oh style combos that he's pulling. He gets offended if I call it Yu-Gi-Oh style. Okay, but as you can see, this is just one of his decks I have to deal with. He actually just upgraded this one, so this was even way worse than I expected it to encounter. I did not expect it to be that dangerous, but knowing him, he pulls more stuff up his sleeve. So yeah, now I gotta be worried about that deck again. Back then I used to, and then until, you know, later it was just kind of a like a so-so, but now it's a very dangerous deck once again. Right up there with his landfall deck and his artifact deck. So, wow. What? So he has won the best 2 out of 3 now, obviously. Wait, obviously, so there's no way I could. Well, I only had 6 turns, and all I did in the 6 turns was just put a wall, Azer's Elocutors, and I think I did just one more thing, and Frost Breath. But that was about it. I had in my hand 3 Detention Spears. I wanted to pull each one, but I didn't have enough mana to start exiling a lot of things, and it was already too late. It didn't matter. and then he had popped out asceticism around the end, so I couldn't even do anything else. I had the card Pull from the Deep in my hand, which gets to return one target instant and one sorcery card from my grave to my hand, and then I have to exile this card. But with that, I wanted to use Supreme Verdict thanks to Jace, but it was already too late, so I can't. I couldn't. It would have took me a while because this card casted is 4 mana to cast. So I needed at least 2 more turns to pull this off, which it was already way too late. Way too late for me to do anything in response. Okay, so because of his artifact card and what was the other one? Trigun Predator, he could have just easily just chose my land because it says permanent, not an all land permanent, just any permanent. And he could have just kept choosing my land, turning my likes into artifacts, and kept swinging at me because I couldn't block him. In order for me to get start destroying my land one at a time. So, but yeah, so either way, he was going to. Either way, he's going to. Yeah, win either way. On top of that. Yeah. So yeah, so now you kind of see what I have to go through every time when I go against this guy, especially when me and my 2 other friends, when we either play Assassin or Free for All, it gets insane. It gets insane. So that's just one of his decks. You have not seen his other decks. How crazy it gets. Especially the Landfall deck is the one that. I mean, all of them are. I would say this one kind of went up the scale now, just a little bit from the decks that he has. I would say so far for me the least threatening would be his green-red deck, but that deck though it's more of a trolling deck since he just wants to basically watch the world burn slowly. It's a very passive-aggressive deck, his green-red, but this one just kind of went up again now. So yeah. So yes, he has won now the best 2 out of 3, and he's pretty much won this match tonight. So now we're just gonna continue playing, but this is just the video just to see how this goes. So I just want to see how this went once I uploaded. And if you guys are and you guys are watching, thanks for watching. And I'd like to hear any feedback or not, or if y'all even figure out a way to record, if there's a way with using OBS to record his audio into this, that would be greatly appreciated. Or if not, I'll try to figure it out, if it's possible, of course. But yes, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll probably do this some other time again. We always do this maybe once every week or 2 weeks at most. So yeah, thanks for watching, and you guys have a nice day.